Welcome to the Morstan Hall kitchen. My name is Galton Blackiston. I'm going to show you a dish which is fairly simple. You can do it at home. You can follow along with it if you want to. And it involves smoked haddock. We smoke all our own haddock. We have a smoker outside and we do it all ourselves and it's beautiful. I'm going to make a rare bit, which is a cheesy topping for it. So using cheddar, eggs, breadcrumbs, Coleman's mustard, massively important. And we're also going to sit it on a salad of lovely tomatoes, and I'm going to make a pesto. So a very simple pesto which can be kept in the fridge. You can go to it and it will keep for a week or so, no problem at all. And just use a few tender stem broccoli florets. Right, to begin with, we're going to make the rare bit. You have your cheddar, 700 grams of cheddar, a mature cheddar. You have whatever sort of strength cheddar you want. Add 150 mils of full fat milk. You'll see all of my cooking involves full fat ingredients, even though this is quite a healthy dish. And you mix it together and you're looking for it just to melt, not to bubble too much, okay? Once it's melted, we're then gonna transfer it to a food processor to take it nice and fine. Or you could carry on doing it in the pan if you wanted to at home. That's not a problem. We're then gonna add flour, 25 grams of flour. So, English mustard. Must be English mustard. Must be Coleman's mustard. Maybe I use this end on it. A good dollop of it. You put in as much or as little as you want to. Worcestershire sauce. Again, a good splash. So, it's beginning to melt nicely now. Whilst that's on, with a tomato, I always like my tomatoes peeled. Just take out the bottom, make a cross in there, have some boiling water and plunge it in. Leave it on there for a bit. Keep stirring, keep stirring. So when I transfer it to the machine, I'm going to add some breadcrumbs to it, 2 egg yolks and 2 whole eggs. So into the machine. Egg yolks and breadcrumbs go in there. Breadcrumbs first. You can use the freeze-dried breadcrumbs, not a problem at all. Egg yolks. So, back onto the machine and turn it on. And get it going. Give it a good blitz, and then I'm going to taste it. Then I should be adding 2 whole eggs. There we are, it's nice and smooth now. I will add my whole eggs. I'm going to go one at a time, actually. Perfect. Right. So it makes quite a runny sauce. So this now needs to set a little bit. Okay. So next on to the pesto. So you just lightly roast or put under the grill some pine kernels. Okay. So they're lightly golden. Put them into your machine. You do need a machine for this. It's a long process if you do it with a pestle and mortar. Then I'm going to add basil leaves. Plenty of basil goes in there. Olive oil. A good splash of olive oil. So blitz it again. Garlic. It's a must ingredient for a pesto. Peel it, grate it, and get it in. The reason I like making a pesto is because, as I say, what you have left over, it will sit happily in the fridge. Open it up, looking good. Garlic goes in. Freshly grated parmesan, as little or as much as you want. Bearing in mind, we've also got a cheese topping. So this is literally just going to be drizzled around the salad of tomatoes is probably going to be about 50 grams of freshly grated parmesan into the machine. So, squeeze of lemon is a good idea if you wanted to. And this is all there is to it. So it's a sauce again that can be made well in advance. And that's it, that's a pesto. Transfer it to your bowl. Nice and vibrantly green. Salt, freshly ground black pepper for me. Okay, that's that. With the tomato salad. So if you remember, I've just quickly blanched my tomato in boiling water for seconds, and then hopefully it peels just like that. Good vine tomatoes is the way forward on this. Once you peel the tomatoes, we're then going to slice them. And then just take your tomatoes, take off the bottom bit, and thinly, as thin as you can, slice them. Sharp knife and a bit of confidence goes well here. Right, get your serving plate and arrange your tomatoes. So I use a couple of tomatoes. Okay, at this stage, the seasoning is very important. To season it, I use Maldon sea salt on this occasion. And black pepper. Like so. Turn my chopping board over and very finely chop some chives. And I do this now so the chives do impart flavour onto the tomatoes. And I go as fine as I can. So, and then be generous. Okay, so touch of olive oil. Okay, and let that sit whilst I move on to the next bit. Here we have a lovely. I don't put dye into the haddock, so I like it nice and fresh. And out of this one, I'll get 2 nice fillets. And then back onto my tray, again with a little splash of olive oil. I'm going to literally just grill this fish with a rare bit topping on. Okay, so it's now ready for the topping. Don't go mad with it. You don't want to totally overpower the fish with the topping. And this is all you do. You put it under the grill. Just under so. Keeping an eye on it. While it's under the grill, I'm just going to quickly cook the sprouting broccoli. Okay, so it doesn't take long to cook the broccoli. Broccoli is a vegetable like anything. You want it cooked, but you don't want to lose that vibrancy of colour. So it needs to be cooked, but not overcooked. Then everything is then going to be ready to quickly plate up. Okay, broccoli. This is what I mean by cooked and not overcooked. Massively important. Okay, lovely. My fish is still under the grill, and as you can see, how lovely and golden that is. Now, by the time that's rested for a second or two, that'll be ready. Take a little bit of your pesto. As I say, I'm not going mad at this because there's lots of different flavours going on. Take your broccoli, just a touch of seasoning, maybe just a tiny touch of olive oil on it, just to give it some life. You could put butter on if you want, but hang on, I'm looking for the healthier option. It's lovely. It's beginning to feel like a dish coming together. So, now take your haddock. Just sit one on there. Always leave people wanting more. Just a simple dish. There we have it. I'm going to just try this spare smoked haddock on here to make sure you can see it is just flaking away. That's how I want it. And it instantly makes me smile, so that means it's all right. So there we have a smoked haddock, rare bit topping, tomato salad, sprouting broccoli, pesto. You can do this at home.